This episode is dedicated to health and what I travel with in my little first aid kit. It's dedicated to my cousin Winnie, who is always very concerned for my health. Doctor, awesome, love her. And also to a few of my friends who have college-age children who will be traveling the world and being nomadic rock stars themselves. But before we get into that, I would love it if you would hit the love button, comment, share my video, join my Instagram. I love the support. It helps me know what to do in the videos. Now, let's get into what is in my first aid kit. Now, most people talk about health and first aid. They ain't never used anything in their little first aid kit, but I can tell you I've used every single item in this kit. And so there is a lot of the original stuff that was in the Johnson & Johnson first aid kit, but I mostly like this little box because it fits so easily. I'm carry-on only as a person, as you guys know, and yo, that's what's up. Now, first item, I don't travel without bandages. Listen, sometimes you need a bandage and you bloody walking down the street, it's no good. You need to carry bandages, and for the ladies, this also obviously helps when you've got a shoe issue where the shoe has scuffed you to the point where you raw and you don't want to put this in your shoe so you can continue your day like a rock star. I absolutely replenish the bandages. Just realize that sometimes if you had it in your little kit for too long, maybe you should put some new bandages in there so that stickiness isn't, you know. Now, the second thing that's in a travel kit for me is something that will clean a wound. Now, it turns out when you start traveling like a nomad rock star, you will have lots of options for what this is. Currently, because you should carry it with you anyways during COVID, it's hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer cleans a wound, stings like crazy, so if this ain't your deal, then you should get the antibacterial stuff that you can get from any CVS or pharmacy. But you definitely want something that will clean a wound, okay? It's a big deal. Third thing I always carry with me, Hydrocortisone. This is just a hydrocortisone cream. It's a tiny one. Usually some parental figure will have it and they will have like used a little bit but not all of it. But I can't tell you the number of times that either I have had to use this or someone else has had to use this in the group that I'm with. I have no idea why so many people need this, but this is probably the most borrowed item from my first aid kit. So make sure you get some. Fourth item in my kit, pain reliever. I actually have a leave and I stick it in a pill little boxy thing like this along with a couple of other items. But you want pain reliever because you don't know what's gonna happen, and honestly in some countries the pain reliever strength is not the same as in the US. Like if you go to Asia, pain reliever after a certain amount is prescription only, my friends, but like in the US we don't want to feel no pain, we got good pain relief is what I'm saying. The next thing I have in my little medical case is probiotics, specifically enzymatic gold. And I should get a sponsorship from them because I legit have recommended specifically enzymatic gold for over 15 years. I have not gotten any kind of major issue. While everybody else is stomach poisoning, food poisoning, they like want to brag about all the different pills they got. Digest Gold is really gold, and if you don't find yourself better with Digest Gold, you need to go to the hospital. That's what it is. That literally is, in 15 years, one-time hospital. Everybody else around me stomach flu, not me, somehow. I'm just saying. So Digest Gold is in my packing like religiously. I've also shared that, probably the second most thing I've shared in my little kit. Additionally, I'm a little bit lactose sensitive. I'm not lactose intolerant, but if I don't want to have everyone, you know, have an issue with me, I take the lactose pills every day of the week, especially because I like food. Now, one of the other things I have is actually naturopel, but oftentimes if I'm going to a country like Cambodia or Vietnam or something like that where they have a natural homeopathic bug spray of some sort, I'll just get that because it usually is better. Now, the thing that you should know about this is if you're traveling someplace where like in the middle of the rainforest, I swear it's happened, and you end up scraping yourself right? This actually, most natural insectant repellents are also, if you look it up, like citronella, etc., they also are antibacterial and antifungal. So you can actually use this to clean a wound in a pinch. So I always carry one with me just in case I'm somewhere where there's a lot of mosquitoes, so that I have time to get the other thing that's needed. The key to that though is that it's gotta be all natural, okay? And you can literally look up the ingredients and then look them up online and notice that, strangely enough, the other properties of most things that will get rid of bugs is also the same as stuff that will clean wounds. So, just a little fun fact. Okay, this next one is just because I like it. I travel with the salumpas. All right, I'm an Asian girl. We like the salumpas. Alternatively, Tiger Balm is something you can carry, and I have carried that before. Fun fact about Tiger Balm, also antibacterial, antifungal, and will get rid of bugs. So Tiger Balm in a pinch, also extremely good to travel with. And one other medicine that I kind of ran out of, I didn't bring it with me, but I do typically try to carry it with me, is Dramamine. And also, because I get a little motion sickness, and I have actually given it to people that I've been traveling with that are severely motion sickness, and they didn't realize it, and they didn't want to not go on the boat and enjoy the love and fun of life. So I carry like the travel size of non-drowsy Dramamine, which will still make most people drowsy, and I just take it the night before. Another item that I travel with is Benadryl, and I usually only take a few capsules with me because the shelf lives aren't great on some of these, so you want to like just replenish. But with Benadryl, if you have hives, it gives you a shot to like make it to a real doctor who can then help you out. So Benadryl's a good one to have on you, especially if you don't know a lot about your own physiology yet. So you haven't eaten enough rando foods to know it might actually cause you real grief, that sort of thing. Now this last item is not classically thought of as a medical item, but I want to share this with you and also share with you a story as to why I'm bothering to make this video, and that is this: Kleenex in a plastic clean container. Now the reason that you want this is because it is actually fairly sterile. I had a motorcycle accident, very tiny, in the rainforest in the middle of rainy season. We were going super slow, and I'm lucky because all that I got was a gouge on my knee that was fairly deep. Deep enough to where you were like, oh man, I'm not sure, you might need stitches on this, okay? What happened was, all I had on me was hand sanitizer, tissue, and I had homeopathic bug spray. Not so different from this natural pill, but it was in a spray format. And the driver of the bike was like almost in tears. So what I did was, number one, deep breath. Number two, sprayed my knee with the alcohol. Okay, hurt, ouch for sure, but better than having an infection. Then I sprayed it with the bug spray, and because I just knew that the citronella and lemongrass are both antibacterial and antiviral, and we were in the middle of the rainforest, so I could get all kinds of infection that are very special, sprayed that down. Then I took a clean tissue out, wiped off the wound, did the same process again, stuck the tissue on top while it was still somewhat wet and bloody, and then we got back on the bike, we made it to somewhere where I could get proper bandages, did the whole process again, and that wound did not even scar. So, and my cousin was really proud of me. But these things are real. Make sure that you travel safely and have a few items to MacGyver your way through in case something happens. Travel safe. Bye guys.